possibility, fresh opportunity. Sanwo-Olu na the way forward.
Sanwo-Olu, I'm gonna be Hamzat me. I can't be the son. Can you hear me? Easy. I can't be the son. And you don't know where you're going. Someone I don't know. I can't be the son. And you don't know where you're going. Someone I don't know. I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. Sanwo-Olu, we are the devil. I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. Sanwo-Olu, we are the devil. I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. Sanwo-Olu, I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. I want you, mommy. I want you, mommy. I can't believe people solo. I can't believe people solo. Hey, don't say I don't someone. I want you. I can't believe people solo. Hey, don't say I don't someone. I want you. I can't believe people solo. I'll show you how they know.
The governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his running mate, Dr. Hamzat, on Friday unveiled their development agenda for the state ahead of the March 2nd gubernatorial election. The agenda-tagged Project CHEM theme has 5 pillars of development with a special focus on traffic and transportation, health and the environment, education and technology, geared towards making Lagos a 21st century economy as well as an entertainment and tourism hub. Unfolding their plans, Sanwo-Olu and Hamzat, who jointly spoke to a cross-section of audience, said Project Theme as a strategy was conceived after wide consultations with all stakeholders on the challenges and the future. The document, he said, came from numerous engagements with the people of Lagos State, explaining what their needs are and the immediate intervention they require on any subject. While unveiling of a vision for a greater Lagos, which was attended by the party leaders, captains of industry, artisans and supporters, Sanwo-Olu further stated that he and his deputy are convinced that in spite of many achievements in governance of Lagos since 1999, there is still much to be done to fully realize the potentials of the state. Speaking on traffic management and transportation, the APC standard bearer said he has identified about 60 traffic gridlocks in the state and that gridlock red spots in some parts of the state such as Third Mainland Bridge and Lekki-Ikoyi Admiralty Way and Lekki Toll Plaza, among others, will be resolved within 9 months of his administration.
Traffic management and transportation. This is born, like I said, out of the spot. You ask 10 Lagosians, what is the critical things that we need to do for them today? 7 of them will say, don't solve traffic problem for me. We'll identify 60 traffic gridlocks, 60 in Lagos, and they are spread around everywhere. From of course, Sanwo-Olu to Yano, Iba, Lassi Junction, to the one we have by Allen Roundabout, the one we have by Owolosoki, to another one we have when you want to turn off on Agidigi. If you are coming from, I think it's Ketetes, and you want to turn off on Agidigi by Akmeru, there is always a big dog on our right-hand top. You know, so there are so many of them, over 60 of them that were identified. And one of the things is, some of them are low-hanging. Some of them are solutions that we can resolve within the first 60 to 90 days of our government. Some are short, medium to long-term solutions. And what do I mean by within 90 days? Some of them are just solutions where you need to reduce the size of the roundabouts. Some of them, they don't have huge roundabouts that tails back traffic. Some of them, you need to introduce traffic lights just to ensure that people obey, the rules. And some, you probably just need to increase the labor. There's enough setback where you can create 2 additional lanes, and they can make their right turn. And people coming on that easy, they can continue on their 2 lanes, and you create these 2 additional lanes, and it becomes a solution that you can very quickly. So, let's understand that we're not the only one, and we're not the fastest. We're not the ones that want to need to get to the office very quickly. One of the ones that is very massive that we'll be looking to solve is the build-up at the Lekki Toll Plaza. If you look at the Toll Plaza, in the morning, you find 12 lanes going towards Victoria Island, all filled up. And on the other side, you see the 12 lanes on the other side is all empty from Victoria Island going into Lekki Walk. I'm right? So you see these 12 all filled up. So part of the solutions we're thinking, can we make that 12? Can we make it 18 in the morning? Meaning that out of the 12 that is there, can we create additional 6 for morning traffic and see if we can push a lot more people out of the Toll Plaza, and in the evening, it's not a reverse of it. Because when people are going back in the evening, it's not coming from here and going to Lekki that you have a traffic, and you don't have traffic from Lekki going to Via. Can you do a reverse of it in the evening? We're working on the logistics because it will require a lot of logistics.
On health and environment, Sanwo-Olu promised to ensure the presence of minimum of 3 doctors, 3 nurses and 5 community health workers in all 354 primary health centers by 2021 and provide 10 new PHCs for riverine and other undeserved areas, adding that his government would optimize waste management, improve drainage and disposal of wastewater across the metropolis.
So E on our team, health and environment. Health, the H, the health is very critical. We have 300 primary health institutions. We're going to equip them, we're going to put doctors, we're going to put nurses there, we'll identify with the volunteers. We're going to push on the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme that has just been launched. Let's quickly, in the next 1 year, see if we can get about 1 million to 2 million people sign up onto it. And let's make health, let's push a lot more around preventive than curative health. We will be doing a lot of advocacy, ensuring our environment clean, and that's why we go to environment. Waste management, water, sanitation, drainage are under our environment. Right. Waste management, I can take on for the next 30 minutes about a comprehensive waste management system that we have, and we're believing that it's going to work. We spoke with 3,000 ladies yesterday, and they have assured me that they will start the waste sorting kitchen, and I get the same validation from Chief Mrs. Nelson. We will start waste sorting from your kitchen. The moment we can do that, we will identify, we give you bags, blue bags for bottles, red bags, no, red bags is taken by them. We will look for another color, maybe purple for plastic and the black one for garlic. Once you sort from your kitchen, your beautiful kitchen, it will make collection a lot easier, and it will make investment waste recycling a lot easier.
Speaking on making Lagos a 21st century economy, the APC gubernatorial candidate said the administration will create a conducive business environment to attract investments and industries, support the growth of the local economy, empower the workforce using local talents to drive job and wealth creation, encourage youth development and provide support for key economic sectors like agriculture, housing and security.
Making Lagos a 21st century economy. We just don't want to mouthful it. The question we're asking ourselves is, we understand that the engine of growth of any government is the private sector. And part of the things they've said to us to do is one, security. Security. It is so important that For you to have continuous foreign direct investment, there must be an environment that is safe, that is secure, and that you can sit with your two eyes closed. So we're going to be heavy on security. We're privileged that we started the security trust fund about 10 years ago. We need to revamp it. We need to look at what are the things that are not working well for them. And we'll be coming and be talking about, restructuring. Maybe finally we'll still get the state police or something, but we'll be heavy on security. So after power, security, of course, infrastructure. The private sector wants access from one road to another. They want it to be built, and so the Lagos-Badagry Express Road, the major corridor, is a 10-lane road that will have to bring about very quickly and make sure we complete it. We're going to be looking at the corridor from Opebi to Maryland. That corridor there, we're looking at how are we going to open up that whole corridor. We're looking at the regional road on Lekki. You see, the Lekki Express Road is on a level 7 right now, which is taking the heaviest level of traffic that it can take. So we need to build a regional road, and the setback is there. We're going to push. It's only when you do that regional road, to be honest with you, that you can really take the fourth mainland on board. Because you cannot have the fourth mainland. That's why a lot of people talk about it. They cannot implement it because the traffic to it does not add up. You cannot put pressure on the Lekki Express if there is no alternative to that route for. So it's the alternative we're going to do first. We have to do that alternative first before we revamp all of the traffic study, and the alignment for the government housing. Is to look at how do we need to collaborate with the private sector to be able to deliver on housing that will afford it. I stay away from using that word, but that will be affordable. Because the collaboration has to not only be the it has to be what kind of mortgage system we're going to put on board. Who are the financing? But with the private sector, we'll start conversations there. So by the time you do for them infrastructure on road, you give them power, you give them security and their houses. Lagos will not only transform, but it will defraud to the 21st century economy that we're all trying for.
Sanwo-Olu's running mate Dr. Hamzat, while speaking on the plan for education and technology, said the incoming administration will introduce measures to address three broad issues, namely students, teachers and school infrastructure, adding that government will invest heavily in developing a strong pool of talented and well-trained young people to drive economic development.
That's education and technology. Now, so that we put everything into perspective, because a lot of other candidates have been saying all sorts of things. Now, Lagos has 1,017 primary schools, and we have about 133 junior and senior secondary schools. The student population, I'm talking about public schools, there are 18,000 private schools, 18,000. Now, for public schools, the student population is 1.6 million. Now, if you Google Ghana, that is the size of the students in Ghana. Before, they will have to write a letter to the director. PS will look at it, commissioner will look at it, and so on and so forth. By the time the one bill is through, our students will sit on the floor, they will do all sorts, they will break the chair. So what we are planning to do is to now decentralize it, so that they will make decisions at the local level. So we used to have school management board. So we will start again with school management boards. The principal will be there, parents teacher association will have representatives, people in the community will have representatives, so they make decisions. So we give them their money. Also, we will increase on the number of teachers. Because as it is now, if you look at the number that I just mentioned, so it will be about one teacher to about 35, 36 students. We will reduce that, so that we don't have more than one teacher to 30 students. That's our goal. So within the next 2-3 years, we should be able to do that.
The event ended with official presentation of the candidates and their development agenda to the audience by former Senator of Lagos West Senatorial District, Mr. Ganiyu Solomon.
Thank you. our candidate, and by His grace, come May 29, 2019, our governor and his deputy. Thank you very much.
All the